Today we are going to be ranking every single Call of Duty Zombies main Easter egg, except not be ranking it normally, but by just funness and what I personally find to be the most fun out of these. Now, I was originally going to do just a 1 through 26 because that's how many main Easter eggs there are, but I thought it'd be better to do it in more of a tier list form because I feel like it's not exactly the same in ranking an Easter egg, because when I'm ranking Easter egg, I can't really separate it from everything else that's not fun, like all of the cool story stuff, the thematic stuff, and like that. And so to me, it was easier just to put in a tier list in terms of just funness. So these are the Easter eggs that are going to be ranked by just the ones I just want to get on and play. You know, that's what it's going to be really based on. And let me actually show you guys the tier list itself so it can make as much sense as possible. So this is what I'm breaking it down to into 5 different tier lists, and it's going to be I can play anytime. So these are ones that are so fun to me that it doesn't matter, I can play them anytime. Then we have I can play every now and then, those ones. And then you have to be in the right mood. I know a couple of those off the bat. And then there's the ones that I'll only play on stream or for a video, because there's some of those Easter eggs out there that 100% line there. And then there's some that I just don't want to play, period. Like, sure, I might play one eventually, but I really don't. I'm not going to be having fun playing, So with that all said, I think let's stop wasting time, because this could be a longer one. I don't want it to be too long. And let's rank these. Actually, one last thing. Obviously, not every East map has an Easter egg here. Everything from Town Forward, except Call of the Dead. But I've never beat Call of the... I've only played Call of the Dead twice in my life. So, we're just not even going to include it. But now let's not waste any more time. And we might do this chronologically like it is, or release order, that's it. Yeah, but for now, let's just start with Ascension. So Ascension to me is I'll probably only play on stream or a video, because it's just like, to give you guys the best example for why this is the case is literally during this Easter egg, you have to collect L's and you have to hold those L's. And I'm just saying, if an Easter egg requires you to hold L's, you're probably not having a lot of fun. I'm just going to be completely honest with you, but no, for real, it's the first. I'll give it credit for that, but I don't see myself playing this ever, honestly, except for a video or a stream. Then we have ourselves Shang. Shang honestly lands in that same spot for me. Like, it's just not very fun. Honestly, I'm kind of want to put it down here because I don't even think I've done it for a streamer video. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm going to put it here because I don't even think I have anything about this, actually. So I don't even think I would put it on the higher one, unlike Ascension. Because, like, Shang, I done only once, and I hated my experience doing it. It just wasn't fun. There wasn't a single step during that Easter egg where I was all like, oh, yeah, this is fun. Now, don't get me wrong. There's things good about the Ascension Easter egg. I mean, the whole theatrical, I can't say the word now, but, the whole when it turns to the Eclipse mode and the whole story with Brock and Gary, like, I like that stuff. But I don't like the Easter egg steps themselves, and I just don't have fun, which is the main thing we're judging these Easter eggs by, is by funness, nothing else. So that's why it lands here. If we're not going by funness, it's definitely higher, but by funness, I just don't want to play it. Then we have ourselves Moon, and Moon is definitely the right type of mood. When you're in that RNG type of mood, when you want to just be watching the box spin for at least 30 minutes, then that happens. I get in that mood. So yeah, I have to be in the right mood to play Moon, and I'll do that. So I think Moon is definitely in that, I guess, tier, just for I could give the right type of mood. Because, like, if someone just told me, like, right now, do you want to play Moon and go do the Easter egg, I'm probably going to tell you no, because I don't want to spin the box right now. But hey, if I've been doing a ton of other Easter eggs that require actual skill to do, and I'm just kind of bored of doing them, and I just want to do one that I can just sit back and chill, and just my main thing is spinning the box, like, I'll do Moon. And that's the kind of mood I kind of would be in for Moon. Next we have ourselves Transit, or should we kind of go out of chronological order? I just grab a random one, die right. Okay, you know what? That's not even that far out of order. Okay, you know what? We'll just continue doing it like this. Anyways, Transit, I'll definitely do it for a streamer video, or if someone definitely in real life wanted me to do the Easter egg with them, but Besides that, I probably would never do this Easter egg in any other circumstances. Definitely not on my own time. Hell no. It doesn't matter any side of the Easter egg maxes for Coffin. I feel the exact same way about both of those Easter eggs because I kind of see them as a one thing, to be completely honest. So that's why that's going to go there. Die Rise. No, I'm not even doing this for like a streamer video. I just don't want to play Die Rise as Easter egg ever. Like I just don't. I don't know what to say except I just don't want to. It's not fun. It's not exhilarating to me. It's just not good. I mean, whether it be you have to coordinate with 4 different players to all stand on a gold plate on top of an elevator, hoping no one gets smashed by the elevator while we're doing it, or you're trying to put the trample scenes perfectly on other gold things around the map, or you're trying to look at these little tiles that have these little symbols that you can relate to other things, or especially this. And because of all that, like, no, I'm good. I could live without doing the Die Rise Easter egg ever again. Now we have ourselves Mob of the Dead. And this is going to be interesting because it's weird to put this here because, yeah, let me just show you guys where I'm putting this before I explain. I honestly think I could play this anytime. And it's not because the Easter egg is a great Easter egg. Honestly, it's like a mid Easter egg if you were just judging the overall Easter egg. But because it's kind of so simple and relatively easy, or pretty easy in terms of Easter eggs, and it's fun, all the steps that you do, I could just play it anytime and I'll have fun doing it. Like, I just have fun every single time. There's not a point when I've ever played Mob of the Dead's Easter egg and thought I'm not having fun. Like, I could definitely play Mob of the Dead whenever, as long as obviously you need at least 2 players to do it. So as long as somebody wants to do it, I'm gonna do it. Like, that's just what it comes down to. Now, it is weird when we put some other Easter eggs next to it. It's gonna be weird seeing it next to it, but I really do think it's really fun. Like, it just is a nice, chill, fun Easter egg. It's super unique in that sense that it's so chill and fun. You know, it's not super good or anything like that. It's super fun, but it's so chill and good. And that mixture is very, very rare for Easter eggs. And that's why I definitely I could play anytime. Next we have Buried. Buried, I'm gonna be honest, I've actually never completed Buried, but I've got to the final step for both sides of the Easter egg multiple times, but I was never able to get the right group of people, or just 4 people in general, who wanted to do the shoot your or hit your marks step, which is one of the worst steps ever. So there's that. I count that as beating it because, like, I've got there so many times it's not even funny. But I think I definitely would come back to this Easter egg to do it for a stream or a video if I had the right squad that wanted to do it. But besides that, I really can't imagine myself ever playing it besides that. I've been spending too much time discussing these. I don't want to make this video too long, so let's keep it a little bit shorter from now on. Next we got Origins, and this is going to be weird for people because I feel like most people would put it here. You have to be in the right mood. You have to be in a super Easter egg mood, which is true, and there's a good argument for that. But me, I don't know what it is about Origins. I just love doing the Easter egg. I just do that anytime, and as long as I have enough time, because it takes a long time, I just do it whenever, whether it's solo, co-op, or whatever. I just love doing that Easter egg, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I like challenging myself for it with that Easter egg, and it's just one of the more challenging Easter eggs. Not the hardest, but it's more challenging than most Easter eggs, and because of that, maybe that's why. I don't know why. I can't really tell you guys why, but I just have so much fun doing it every single time. And the only annoying part is, especially on solo on BO3, because you can't use the glitch where you have to put the staffs into all the different robots. That's not fun, but besides that, really good, and I like that a lot. And next we have ourselves Shadows of Evil. A big problem with Shadows of Evil, you have to have 4 players to complete it, which is super cringe because you can get to the last part solo, which makes no sense at all. But besides that, it's actually a more simple Easter egg and relatively easy-ish. It's not exactly a Mob of the Dead style Easter egg, but if I did say there was one that was familiar to it, that would be Mob of the Dead. But because you do need 4 players in total, I'm going to play every now and then, mainly because you need 4 players and you need to find 4 different people who want to play, and that's why it lands here. If you only needed 1 or 2, it would be this right here, easy. But the fact that you need 4 players to complete it, it's kind of an L, and that kind of knocks it a whole tier down. And then let's not even discuss this one. This is the perfect Easter egg. Literally, the only bad step throughout this entire Easter egg is the fact when you're trying to get a part during the DG4s, and you have to get it by waiting down at the rocket place, and then once the rocket's about to launch, you have to go click the button, and then you have to run back. Now that's super annoying on solo. On co-op, there's a nice easy way to do it, which is much nicer. You don't have to worry about it. But you know, I mainly play this, like, if you're playing, like, honestly, the Rise and the Rockies Easter egg is most definitely a solo Easter egg first and foremost. So you know, that's how I see it. Absolutely perfect Easter egg, the best one we've got of all time. Kind of wish I made its own tier for it because it's just that good, but it still definitely can play that anytime. Next we have Zetsubo no Shima. I have played this on my own time a couple times, so I think I'm going to put it in the right mood, but I haven't done it in about a year, to be completely honest, and so I haven't been in the Zetsubo no Shima type of mood in a while, but I can see myself playing it if I'm in the right mood. Next we have Garage Crovy. Now Garage Crovy for the longest time was here for me. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest, I did not like its Easter egg until I realized that I'm stupid and the Valkyrie step and Mangler step aren't actually that annoying, and the main annoying step in this is actually the bomb step. And because of the bomb step, and solely because, you know, you can just pull out your phone and then record, you know, what the thing is and then watch it back, I honestly, it went all the way up here for me. I'm not even joking. I could play Garage Crovy anytime, even though originally I hated that Easter egg. But I think that even though it doesn't have the greatest steps in the world, it has the best boss fight that we've ever got, and I really do like its boss fight. It's so much fun. It's just a really fun experience for me. I mean, maybe I can move it down a tier, but yeah, I'm moving it down a tier, actually. Yeah, I don't think it's all the way at the top, but I think I'm going to put it there. So anyways, Revelations. So I know a lot of people would put this here. Like, Revelations has some of the worst steps. Not even just one of, like, whether it be throwing the things into the holes, or find the stupid rock, or any of the other steps that are incredibly annoying. But at the same time, I think Revelations has one of the best steps in the history of Call of Duty Zombies. And what that is when you're in the boss fight, or the pre-boss fight, I don't know, when you're in boss fight arena and you get all the different areas that you have to fight all the Margwas in, where it becomes lava, it becomes electric or whatever, it becomes zero gravity, and all the things that it does. Like, that step is so freaking cool to me that it actually jumps up 2 tiers. And I know everything else is annoying there, but that step is just so cool to me. And also, I'm a big fan of throwing the summoning key around. I don't know why I have fun doing it. That's just a weird me thing, but I do have a lot of fun doing that for one reason or another. I can't really tell you, but either way, that's the main reason why. And then we have Blood of the Dead. Blood of the Dead, much like the Rise and Drake, I wish I had its own tier for, but for the different extreme. But we're just going to keep it down here. I don't want to play this Easter egg ever again. I really don't. I can't even think of one part of this Easter egg that I'm having fun. I don't want to say anything else. It's not fun. Voyage of Despair. Voyage of Despair is actually here for me, believe it or not. And the reason I say this is because I think Voyage of Despair has kind of that Origins vibe, except annoying, and that's why it drops two tiers below it. And the reason I say this is mainly because of its boss fight, because I think its boss fight is probably one of the most challenging things in Zombies, period. Like, it is probably the most difficult thing that has ever existed in Zombies, and I'm trying to make sure that's true. But the steps to get there are kind of annoying, and because of that, it kind of ruins the whole thing for me. And Voyage, to me, I just like being challenged every now and then, kind of like Origins, except Voyage a little bit more. But since there's a lot of annoying steps before that, I can't put it on the same thing as Origins, even though I imagine a lot of other people could see Origins and Voyage of Despair kind of being similar in that sense, but to me, obviously there's a difference. But either way, that's why it lands there. And then we got ourselves 9. 9, huh? I'm trying to think, would I actually ever do this Easter egg again? Like, I'm trying to be honest with myself. The fact that you can't even start this freaking Easter egg and let it, like, this is being as optimized as possible. The earliest you can start this Easter egg is like round 16 or 17. That is just such an L to me. I cannot. That fact alone is so annoying. And not even talking about the raw step. Like, why are we using some different made up language when you could have just gave symbols that could correlate properly to the thing you have to kill in that order? Or why are we even doing that step, period? I don't even know. Nothing. Like, the only fun step in this is maybe the boss fight, and the boss fight's fine. It's not anything special. And then also the step where you just get infinite, what is it called? Special weapon. You just constantly use that. That's fun, but I just can't get over the fact you can't even start this freaking Easter egg around 16. I can't get over that, honestly. It's just so dumb, and because of that, it really does land there for me. I just really don't like it. Dead of Night could go right next to it, even though I do really like the environment of this map and I love the themes of it. I love the whole, giant mansion. Like, I love that vibe, the giant marble mansion with the giant Atlas statue, all that. I love that. But the problem is, the gameplay isn't nowhere near that, nowhere close. The Easter egg, I don't even know which step you want me to talk about. The Atlas step is not fun because you just have to constantly have a guide with you. And if you did memorize, or if you do memorize how to do the step, it's just kind of weird at that point. And then there's all the scratches that you have to add up, and then the symbol that you have to, like, there's just not very many fun steps during this Easter egg, if there's any at all. And because of that, I definitely just don't want to play that Easter egg again. Ancient Evil, definitely up here. I could play that anytime. Like, the only annoying step is the raw step, which is not fun, to be completely honest. But if you use the elixir, Undead Man Walking, it's cheesy. So, there's that. So I'll just leave that there. It's really good. Nothing more to say about that. Good boss fight, good everything. A lot of fun. One of the best steps in the history of zombies with Hit Your Marks. Wait, did I call the buried step Hit Your Marks earlier? This is Hit Your Marks. That's target practice, if I got those confused. Hit Your Marks, good. Target practice, bad. Let's get that clear. One of the worst steps, one of the best steps of all time. Alpha Omega, I'll probably only do that on stream or video, like if I want to go back and play BO4, excuse me. Like, I'll probably do that, but besides that, no, there's nothing good about that Easter egg, to be completely honest. So yeah. Togdertoten is definitely a right mood type of Easter egg. It's just, you have to be in the Togdertoten type of mood. You want to feel all sad about the ether disappearing and all that. Like, there's some cool steps. It is underwhelming. I feel like this is probably the most underwhelming Easter egg of all time, but you still could have a certain mood that you want to be in if you want to do that, I think. I definitely have done this on my own time, probably more recently than even Zetsubo no Shima. So there's that. But, I think Togdertoten, it's not a bad Easter egg, but it takes a lot longer than you would really want for this style of Easter egg. Like, if this Easter egg just didn't have you rinse and repeat some steps over and over, and I'm not going into too much depth of what I mean by that, but it's just too long is what I'm trying to say. If they just had less steps here, it would have been better. Like, you just minus a couple steps from this Easter egg definitely could have been up here. But yeah, there's that. We have D Machina. D Machina, I don't know if it goes here or here, to be completely honest. I think it goes here. It's not really on these two maps level, but I don't feel like it's on these ones either. I feel like the D Machine is just different because it doesn't really do anything special, but it also doesn't do anything poorly. So I don't know what to do with it. Lacking a boss fight isn't very cool. Because I'm feeling it fits more with Togdertoten than Garage Krovi and Shadows Reveal, so I think I'm going to put it here. So there's that, and that's what I'm going with. Now we have Firebase Z. Now Firebase Z, this is definitely only streamer video. It's when I said Togdertoten was the most underwhelming Easter egg, actually Firebase Z is. It's just like doesn't have anything going for it, honestly. I mean, they're both underwhelming, but they're underwhelming in different ways, to be completely honest. Like, they're both incredibly underwhelming. Like, they're tied for being the most underwhelming Easter eggs of all time. But yeah, both of these not good, but this is like a worse version of underwhelming, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Anyways, though, we have ourselves. Wait, why is I don't know, I guess Marutoten. Marutoten definitely goes here. Really solid Easter egg. I can play every now and then. I'll have fun doing it. I just can't do it all the time. But I definitely could do it every now and then for sure. It's like, I'll definitely have fun doing it too. Outbreak. Now we actually have 2 Outbreak Easter eggs now, thinking about it, and we only have 1 Outbreak. I'm trying to think exactly what we should do here. Okay, how about we just ignore the existence of the second Outbreak Easter egg? Or let me just say this. If the second Outbreak Easter egg goes here, that's terrible. But the first Outbreak Easter egg, I actually enjoy a lot. I think it goes right here. I enjoy doing it. I think I could play that every now and then. It has a really good boss fight. Honestly, one of my favorite boss fights in the history of zombies, that and Mauer. Like, these 3 maps, honestly, Gorod, Mauer, and Outbreak, these 3 maps have really good boss fights, honestly. I think that they have some of the best boss fights, but the problem is getting there is not very great. So, that's why they don't actually end up here on top, unfortunately. But, yeah, so that's where it goes for me. Next and finally, actually, oh, we're at the end. Let's go. Okay. We have ourselves Forsaken. This might be a little weird for people, but I'm actually going to put Forsaken up here. I have a ton of fun with this Easter egg. I really do. Like, I think that Forsaken is a really fun Easter egg. I feel like if this Easter egg would have been among the greats overall, I think it's still one of the greats in terms of fun, but would have been in overall, just as an Easter egg, one of the greatest, like taking everything into account. If the simple thing changed that the boss fight was a little bit more difficult, I think that makes it like the Rise and the Rocket level, which I said the Rise and the Rocket kind of feels like it's on its own tier, but regardless, my point still stands that I think Forsaken's a great Easter egg. I absolutely love playing it. I have a ton of fun playing every single time. Maybe it's just because I love using the Crystal Axe so much, one of the funnest Easter or wonder weapons to ever use of all time. And I mean, just everything during this, I have a ton of fun playing it. I don't know why. This is definitely a me thing. I don't think many people agree with me here, but you're wrong and I'm right. So there, yeah, Forsaken. Anyways, that's the list. Let me make sure I agree with everything I said here. I'm actually surprised how, dude, this was almost even. Imagine I did this. Yo, that would be perfectly even. But overall, I do, I think, yeah, this list is, I like it, actually. I think this is pretty fair. I don't know. What do you guys think about this list? You guys agree with me? Disagree? Is this kind of the vibes everyone gets from main Easter eggs or not? Also, there's Call of the Dead that I didn't put in because I ain't never done that Easter egg. I definitely agree with these down here. Yeah. I think this is fine. I know more people won't have this tier, because obviously most people don't stream or play or make videos, but you know, that's kind of a unique thing to me. But either way, I think like I like this tier list. I think these 5 Easter eggs are the funnest ones, and if we want to put in the best possible order, it's probably more like this. Yeah, I think that's the order of funness and Easter eggs, and this is just how I think about Easter eggs and their funness. Again, tell me what you guys think about this list. You guys agree, disagree with this list? How would you change it up? What are some problems you got with mine? Tell me down in the comment section below. But that's it for me. If you guys did enjoy the video and you found it entertaining in any shape, wait, actually, let's do this. If you found the video entertaining in any way, shape, or form, definitely do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever the heck it may be. And laters, guys.